Hey, I'm Matt. I'm at Gentlemen and Rogues Club today. Mahesh is going to be cutting my hair, so let's hope he does a good job.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
What are you having done today?
Yeah, could I get a grade 0 along the bottom, kind of a low fade, and just trimmed up on the top a bit shorter, just kind of choppy.
You want it choppy, yeah?
Yeah,
Like
choppy,
a lot
a
of,
bit shorter, please.
quite a bit of texture?
A little bit, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's quite thick at the moment, so hopefully,
you've got really
just
thick hair.
yeah. So just kind of do what you think looks best, really.
Okay, so you want like a really low, a nice low taper,
Yes, please.
and then we can work with the length on the top.
Yep.
Brilliant. Okay.
What do you use on your hair? Oil?
Yeah, kind of oil or clay usually. Yeah, yeah. Try to tame it. Let's see what you win.
So should we let them in on the conversation that we're having?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So the conversation is that Matt works at an oil refinery. So
Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
so I gave him an Extinction Rebellion leaflet to take with him.
He should live in Texas.
Yeah, he should. He should be living in Texas. You're in the wrong place,
I
man.
don't have the skin for Texas. Yeah, I won't. I don't tan.
No, you don't need a tan to be in Texas, mate. You just need a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
So we're going to come in with a 0. Today I'm using my red deer clippers to do the 0. These ones, the head clicks off completely. So these ones are designed just to go in really nice and tight. So I'm going to be using these just to mark out my 0 around the edge. And as you can see, I'm going in really low taper just above the ear. And I'm going to arch it around the back. I'm going to follow the hairline. So it's almost like I'm cutting the hairline away.
Like you're giving him a mullet.
Like I'm basically giving it, but people don't really have mullets, do they, these days?
Bring them back.
Well, you know, I grew a mullet, mate, and now everyone's doing it. So
Trendsetter.
yeah,
It was actually Eric. So.
I don't think it was. I think I mentioned it to Eric once about mullets. He didn't even know what a mullet was. He thought it was he thought it was fish. He thought that I was going to put fish on the back of my head, and I said no, Eric, I'm not doing that. So that's what that was. So we're going to repeat it on the other side, obviously. And like I say, we're going to come in nice and low. We're just following the hairline all the way around with my 0. So this is a true 0, this clipper guard. The teeth are super fine on here. And I've got 2 speeds on here, so I can just go, I can take it up a little bit. And what I'm doing is I'm taking it up, it's on its highest motor. So I can take off all the hair. Matt's got super thick hair as well, so I'm quite jealous of that. So, like I say, just taking the hairline up just a fraction, in with the 0, keeping it nice and clean. And so with this clipper in particular, I remove the entire head. The new head goes on. So we put the when we put the new head on, just clicks into place. And then this one's got an arm, so I can adjust this one. So I'm going to just take it up, put my guard on.
Mr. K.
Carlos with a K. I'm just going to knock out a little bit of weight. Good morning, Carlos with a K.
Good morning, Mahesh with a mug.
With a M. We've got Matt with a M, Mahesh with a M, Carlos with a K, Carlos with a C, and a Ross with a R. I remember when my daughter was really young, and she's 19 now, and we were in a shop, and so you speak phonetically when you're teaching kids the alphabet, don't you? Yeah. So it's A and B and K. Yeah. And we were in the shop, and in this little shop they had little like pin badges with your initial one, and I was buying these little toys for my daughter, and I was looking through them, and then there was an E for Ella. So and I went to the woman, oh, I'll have that eh as well. And she went, you have the what? I went, the eh. She went, you mean the E? I went, oh yeah, the E, yeah. Okay, we're going to come around the other side. Like I say, we're just going to knock out a little bit of this weight. So, day off today, Matt?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Nice. Do you do really long shifts?
Usually, yeah, 12-hour days.
So you do 12-hour shifts at the farm?
Yeah, so we do 2 12-hour days and then 2 12-hour nights, and then we get 4 days off.
Yeah, one of my customers, he's an engineer. He works like away in India and places like that, and he'll be away doing like, he'll have a contract for like 5 months, and he won't come home, but he earns such good money.
Doesn't work for the rest of the year.
No.
It's not bad, I guess.
Okay, so we're softening up this line, just going around the edge. So I can just turn the motor down on this and I can just run it a little bit slower if I want. If I'm coming in and I want to take the blend a little bit softer and I want to take it a little bit slower, but I run it a little bit faster when I'm taking hair away. Okay, so I'm going to change my guard and we're going to start to break up that baseline. Start to look for Matt's little blend at the bottom. So this is a half guard, just going in, starting to break up the line as you can see. I'm running the motor a little bit slower as well, so this gives me a little bit more of a precise finish to the clipper. It breaks up that line. Because the taper is so low, when I come to take this weight away, what I'm going to look to do is to create the shape with this line of weight through here. Matt's hair being really thick. What I don't want to do is take away too much length from the top of his hair, because it's just going to stand up. You tend to find that, Matt, if you, yeah. And take the clippers in at an angle as well, so I'm going towards the growth line. So the way the pattern of the hair grows, I'm working towards that pattern. Working my way around the head till I get to the back of the ear, really. And then I'm going to come back to the front. Okay, let's go clipper over comb. Start taking out this line now. What? Well, these
Mate, the trainers I've ever seen.
these are f***ing great. I love these.
In Texas, in Austin, when we were there. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Mate,
I
everyone.
thought he was only for that night, you know, so it could be seen. But he's been wearing them in a day as well, which is weird.
I wear like hot. Look, these are sick. Look at that. Look. Woo.
Man, these are sick. Look, simple.
Yeah, you are simple, mate.
Obviously, simple is cool. You're trying too hard.
I'm not.
Like middle-aged
I'm having a midlife crisis.
Yeah, that's it. I couldn't even remember that.
I couldn't afford a Harley Davidson, so I bought a pair of bright yellow shoes instead.
Just make the noise.
I just run around in my bright yellow shoes doing that. Look at me, ladies. I'm like, yeah, we saw you coming. Yeah, we saw you, mate. So I'm just going to go back to the haircut now and softening up the line. Okay, Matt. So we're just blending that in, keeping that little bit of weight through here.
Yes.
Right? But then we're going to take the texture through the top. All right? Going back to your haircut, how often are you going to get it cut then after this then?
Usually aim for every 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah.
So I don't need to take lots of length off, really, do I? It's about the weight more than anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
I mean, a little bit of length off will be good,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Okay. Normally, what happens there when Jack edits that now, he'll do Carlos burping 3, 2, 1, and then he burps.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, we're going to come in with a scissor, and we're going to cut upwards. So I'm bringing the scissor in, and I'm coming up, and I'm taking some of the weight away, but we're retaining a lot of that length. So some of that length will come away. So we're coming really close to the finger, and then we angle the scissor up as we cut. So it takes out a lot of that weight. It gives a lot of texture, this technique. So it's really nice for really thick hair. So you're just rocking the scissor backwards and forwards, using the finger as a guide, coming in. And then I'm going to chop into through the front, because I'm just going to take a little bit more off there because it's longer through there. I'm going to come down. So I can really feel how much weight I'm taking out through there. And it separates the hair out. So if you come on the top here, Carlos, you can see there's a lot more texture. The hair breaks up a lot more. It feels more textured that way. And we'll come in. So when I'm doing it in real time, so if I'm not demonstrating, that's basically how I would do it. Coming in, just chopping in, connecting the sides to the top, and taking a little bit of the length off as well. Because I want that to blend in. So a little bit of scissor over comb. Everyone keeps asking me about the Y2 Park comb. So this is the longest one that you can get. And the reason why I use the longest one is purely because I like to be able to take larger sections with the hair, and I like to scissor over comb a lot. And this is brilliant for scissor over comb. So I can hold the comb way back. Gives me much more control. Coming around the haircut. Okay, we're going to go through and texturize. So we're just going to soften up the line, really super, super thick. So these texturizers just soften the hair up a little bit. And there's a bit more hair to texturize because we're doing such a low taper. So normally, if we were doing like a higher taper or high and tight, obviously the blend would be right up here, but the blend's down here. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to leave a load of too much weight through here, because what's going to happen is as it grows out, he's going to end up with a really weird pear-shaped type head. We don't want that, Matt, do we?
No, thank you.
Okay, my man. We're going to draw it through a little bit, see how it looks. I think I've taken enough weight out of it, to be honest, but we'll see how you feel with it. Feels better now I'm drying it. It feels better. I can feel how light it feels. So now it's dry, I'm just going to come through, just refine this little back bit. Because it's such straight hair, such strong, coarse hair, it sort of sticks outwards if you're not careful. So we're going to put a little bit of defining cream on. Just because it's a cream, because I'm putting it on because it's more of a hydration for the hair, and because your hair's so coarse and thick. All right. Look how happy he is about his haircut.
That's great, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, good, thanks.
Whoa, guys, Beardbrand beard oil. Often copied, often imitated, often compared to. It is the pinnacle beard oil in the market. Head over to beardbrand.com and invest in your beard, invest in yourself, and keep on growing.